What is up, everybody? To Butthurt here today, and we have to talk about Sony fanboys complaining that Final Fantasy 16 isn't doing so on Xbox. Oh, what a bummer! I was like, with all these games that Xbox is releasing on Game Pass, who would have thought the Final Fantasy 16 wouldn't have did so on Xbox? I'm gonna touch. We're gonna talk about this topic. But I gotta address the last video I did. They got people's panties in a bunch. They got some feathers ruffled. That I said that the CEO, not my words, but the CEO said the top priority is the PS6. How did I become just such the villain by saying what the CEO said, that they're not focusing on PS5, PS6? People got so angry at that video. It's just hilarious. Bro, just look at the gaming output that Xbox is doing compared to PlayStation. It should show you that, PlayStation, PS5 is on the top priority. They're trying to get their games ready for next gen. That's pretty obvious to me, but the CEO said it. We're not gonna give hate to him, but give hate to me because I just put in a video format. Hilarious nonetheless. But back on this topic. So some genius who was so butthurt that Square Enix put their games on Xbox because them being exclusive to PlayStation wasn't enough. He is mad that the Final Fantasy 16 wasn't doing so well on Xbox. It's like, what is it, number 443 on Xbox most played? Let's look at this little video that he made. Number one is apparently like Fortnite, Roblox, Call of Duty, and Minecraft in the top spots, which is more than likely. That's always like that. Either platform, it's like that. So, mind you, who have the time to even do this? Like, look at Final Fantasy 16. That's how you know this dude is super butthurt to go through all this just to point out the Final Fantasy 16 is number 443. Like, you gotta be super butthurt. And he act like Xbox hasn't been releasing constant games out. Like, they just dropped Doom, Dark Ages, South of Midnight, Oblivion Remastered, Warhammer 40k, Metaphor Refantasio, which a lot of these games I'm naming I played anyway. So I was like, I'm not gonna pay full price, full $60, $60 or $70 for Final Fantasy 16, which I have it on PS5. Most people play this game on PS5. They're not gonna play it again on Xbox a year later for $60. I might get one that's on sale, sure, but why would you pay a full price for a game that came out a year ago that you most likely played? That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, if they release this game on sale, I probably would have bought it again, to be honest. I'm just gonna wait for a sale for this game. Like most other rational people who probably played it before, probably wait for a sale to play it again. Or most people probably not gonna rush out to buy this. It's like, there's so many games out right now. Why would you drop what you're doing just to play this game? Makes no sense. But it's a different story on that PlayStation, because PlayStation is such a drought of first-party content. They're being fed by Xbox games. They're getting fed by the Forza Horizons, the Gears of War remastered game, whatever it's called. They're getting fed by Xbox games because PlayStation is dropping jack crap. They're not dropping anything. So they're trying to conflate the two problems. Like, people on PlayStation buy these Xbox games because PlayStation isn't dropping anything, while people aren't really hesitant to buy these Final Fantasy games because Xbox is dropping so much right now. It's two different type of fan bases right here. So, these guys they just can't connect the dots on why people are buying Final Fantasy 16 like that, but why people are buying these Xbox games on PlayStation like that. They just can't connect the two dots. This person states, celebrating a game not doing well, definitely not a fanboy. That's definitely some fanboy behavior to do this. Like, who cares that much to know the ranking of a game and how well it's doing? That is some sad, pathetic stuff right there. And he's so hurt that Square Enix, their Final Fantasy isn't a PlayStation exclusive anymore. They're so butthurt about that. Mind's Eye is even beating Final Fantasy 16 because it's a brand new freaking game. It's brand new. Even though it got its problems, it got its bugs and glitches, it's still a brand new game. People are going to want to try that out. They just don't understand a brand new game is going to do better than an old game. Maybe Square should do a day and date next time. Yeah, when they did day and date with like Final Fantasy, what was it, 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3? I don't remember talking about sales issues. It's only when they started putting their stuff exclusive to PlayStation again. That's when we start seeing these sale issues with Final Fantasy games. They made Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15 on Xbox. I bought those games day one on Xbox. They should have did that again. They should have this whole like delaying it for a year, 5 years is kind of stupid. I can get the same results. It just is what it is. Why would you even think a game like this will reach the top play? It's number 27 top paid games. Because it's a brand new tentpole release. It's not a brand new game, you idiot. The game's been out over a year for PS5. And most people probably played this game. Like, why would we want to play it again? It's just, the logic from these Sony fanboys is just ridiculous. Steam numbers were low too, but he doesn't criticize the Steam numbers. He only cares about the Xbox numbers because he's butthurt that Final Fantasy is no longer a PlayStation exclusive. That's the main reason. They don't care that it's on Steam. They're mad that it's on Xbox. That gets their feelings. That gets them in their feelings, apparently. Hey, Bozo, try going off the top paid instead of most played for a 2-year wait port. It's been 2 years? I thought it was just 1 year, but apparently it's been 2 years. So it's even worse. I was like, most people probably played on PlayStation. And then apparently, is it in the top results? I can't really see, this is so small, but apparently it's even closer for people who played, the most recent pays. People still are buying the game. It's just not like a lot of people are buying it because of it hasn't been out for a while on the system. It would have sold more on Xbox if it launched at the same time as PS5. Well, that was obvious. It was like that was the obvious thing in the room. They would have sold on, if they released it on Xbox at the same time as PS5, would have sold a lot more. But because it's like a year or two later, it's not going to sell as much, which should be common sense to most people. But Sony fanboys are so butthurt. It's like they really PlayStation giving y'all some content soon. Don't worry, bro. Y'all getting Death Stranding 2. That's coming out soon, I believe, like in a month or two. So y'all gonna get some content coming out. Because y'all are going through it right now, like, jeez. Yeah, Final Fantasy number 27 on top paid on Xbox right now. So people are still buying it. Despite these salacious allegations right here that nobody's buying it on Xbox. It's still number 27 top paid. And that's pretty impressive, actually. Because I said, like, most people probably played it already. A year or two ago. Disgusting. Y'all beg and y'all beg, but the moment you have it to buy it, that's it. Okay, genius. The game I played a year ago, you would just rush out there and buy it again on Xbox. I'm not doing that. That seems pretty stupid. It's like, I think they know that it's stupid, but they just want to keep going with this delusion because they are so mad that games are going on Xbox, which I don't understand why. Square Enix it's not a company owned by PlayStation. It's a third-party company. Why do they want that game to be first-party so bad? I don't know. This is what happens when your first-party studios don't release games. You start begging third-party to be the what do you call that? Like the I can't think of the word. They wanted to be like the replacement for a first-party game. That's what they're trying to do it. I'm trying to think of the word, but I can't think of it right now. What happens when you get like a woman pregnant and it's not your actual wife, but somebody else? I forgot what it's called. It started with S. That's what they want. That's what they want Square Enix to be for PlayStation, pretty much. They don't care about Final Fantasy. They just want to be included. Okay. Where was this talk when Final Fantasy 15 released on Xbox at the same time? Oh, man. Sony fanboys is just pathetic. It's just even more showing it. Oh yeah, this person says, Nid will be on to something. This was the initial launch and not 2 effing years later. Geniuses apparently think it's going to sell like hotcakes 2 years later. Absolutely insane to expect the consumer base to buy an old game that you withheld from them multiple years. They're playing other games. Yes, we're playing other games released from on Game Pass right now. It's like, why is that so hard to understand? Like, they just get comprehend that people are playing other new games right now. They're not going back to a game that's 2 years old. Old the humanity. Everyone saw this coming except the Xbox and the delusional heads of Square Enix, who thought blowing up the bridge with Sony for the meager sales was a good idea. Yes, it was a good idea. They shouldn't release these games on PlayStation exclusively. Whatever the next Final Fantasy game that needs to be on Xbox, day and date. Kingdom Hearts 4 needs to be released on Xbox this day and date. So that means exclusivity deal with PlayStation is ruining the company. And these dumb nuts trying to use this as a win is not a win, because it's the game that's 2 years freaking old. Yeah, but I'm gonna include it right here. These guys are just idiots. Like, as always, this game is not gonna do that well. But even number 27 top 8 is still pretty good though for a 2-year-old game. So I'm gonna include it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.